In the annals of Christian history, few figures have left as indelible a mark as St. Jerome. This scholarly saint, immersed in the solitude of the desert, birthed the Vulgate, a momentous Latin translation of the Bible. His journey from the decadence of Roman society to a life of asceticism and the culmination in his remarkable translation work is a tale worth telling. Join us as we delve into the life of this remarkable man and his profound impact on Christianity. Born in the mid-4th century, Jerome was a product of his time. Raised in a well-to-do Christian family, he was sent to Rome for education, where he indulged in the pleasures and intellectual pursuits of Roman society. Jerome was a man of wit and sophistication, engaging in philosophical debates and classical literature. Yet beneath this facade of worldly indulgence, a spiritual hunger began to stir within him. The Christian teachings of his childhood lingered in his mind, and eventually he experienced a profound religious awakening. Jerome chose to be baptized, dedicating his life to Christianity. His faith became the cornerstone of his existence, guiding his actions and decisions. His intellectual prowess, once used to entertain Roman society, was now directed towards understanding and interpreting Christian teachings. He studied theology, honed his skills in Hebrew and Greek, and engaged in religious debates. His faith not only transformed him personally, but also shaped his professional path. It was these experiences that would ultimately lead him to make a radical decision. In a move that stunned his contemporaries, Jerome decided to retreat to the desert, a decision that would change the course of his life and, indeed, the history of Christianity. Motivated by a desire for spiritual growth, he sought the solitude of the desert, a place stripped of distractions where he could confront his innermost thoughts and fears. The desert was a harsh and unforgiving place, a crucible that tested his faith and resilience. Jerome's time in the desert was not a retreat from the world, but rather a deep dive into the spiritual realities of life. He wrestled with the challenges of solitude, his own personal demons, and the harsh conditions of the desert. Yet it was in this environment, far removed from the comforts and scholarly libraries of Rome, that he found the clarity and focus to embark on a monumental task. In this harsh environment, Jerome would embark on his most significant work. Armed with his faith, knowledge, and determination, Jerome set out to create the Vulgate. This would not be a simple task. Jerome was committed to producing a faithful translation, one that would retain the richness and complexity of the original texts. He pored over the Hebrew and Greek scriptures, seeking to understand their deepest meanings and nuances. His translation of the Bible into Latin, the Vulgate, was a monumental undertaking. This was the language of the common people, making the sacred text accessible to many for the first time. Imagine a farmer, a baker, or a soldier now able to read the stories and teachings that had once been the exclusive domain of the learned and the clergy. Jerome's meticulous approach to his work was unparalleled. His dedication to accuracy and his deep understanding of the texts allowed him to create a translation that was both faithful and understandable. Jerome's efforts would result in a work that would forever change the course of Christianity. The Vulgate was more than just a translation, it was a revolution, a seismic shift in the way the Word of God was accessed and understood. Jerome's profound transformation of the Holy Scriptures from Greek and Hebrew into the vernacular Latin brought the Bible to the masses, fostering a deeper connection between the faithful and the divine. This was not just a linguistic feat, but a spiritual one, reinforcing the pillars of Christianity and expanding its reach across continents. The impact of the Vulgate on the Catholic Church is immeasurable. It became the vital cornerstone of liturgy, doctrine, and education, its words echoing through the hallowed halls of cathedrals, monasteries, and schools. It sculpted Christian thought, shaped theological debates, and ignited a passion for biblical scholarship. The legacy of Jerome's work is still palpable today, with the Vulgate remaining a significant piece of Christian literature. Jerome's work would resonate through the ages, shaping the course of history. However, Jerome's work was not without its detractors. His translations were groundbreaking, but they also stirred controversy. The audacious task of translating the sacred texts into Latin was met with skepticism and criticism. Some contemporaries questioned his interpretations, while others doubted the necessity of a Latin Bible. They argued that the original Greek and Hebrew texts were sacred and should not be tampered with. Yet despite these challenges, Jerome's work has withstood the test of time. The story of St. Jerome and the Vulgate is a testament to the power of faith and determination. This man, who once walked the corridors of Roman society, chose a life of solitude in the desert, driven by a profound calling. He embarked on a monumental task, translating the scriptures into Latin, creating the Vulgate. His meticulous and scholarly approach to this work ensured a translation that would resonate with its readers, becoming a cornerstone of Christian literature. The impact of St. Jerome's work cannot be overstated. His translations facilitated the spread of Christianity, shaping the development of the Catholic Church and the faith as a whole. His legacy, however, goes beyond the pages of the Vulgate. It is a testament to the power of dedication, faith, and the pursuit of a higher purpose. St. Jerome's legacy, etched in the pages of the Vulgate, continues to inspire and guide millions around the world. We hope you've enjoyed this exploration of St. Jerome's life and work. If you appreciate the journey into faith and translation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Engage in discussions about St. Jerome's life, his desert retreat, and the Vulgate. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the pages of history.